go ahead and restart the actual video where people will be watching me at. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. It takes a little minute to reload. Boom, there we go. What's going on, y'all? Hold up. There we go. There we go. I'm back. It is the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, Rashida Strober, the creator, the inventor, the designer, the architect of the very first platform in history ever created for dark-skinned people. I am forever imitated, but I'm never duplicated. It's only one dark-skinned activist. They watched me, they mocked me, then they all copied me. But there's only one originator that everybody else follows, and that's me, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only, because there's only one, dark-skinned activist. That's right. That's right. Give you a little history. I, Rashida Strober, created the very phrase dark-skinned activist. Before I created that phrase, dark-skinned activist, nobody ever heard of it. In fact, back in 2015, everybody said, what the hell is a dark-skinned activist? What the hell is a dark-skinned activist? What the hell is a dark-skinned activist? But now, a couple of years on down the line, every dark skin, light skin, brown skin, pink skin, chick and they mama, and even some of y'all dudes, y'all copy me. But again, it's only one. And you looking at the originator, Rashida Strober. I've been doing this since 1998. Invented the game, invented the blueprint that everybody else is following. That's right. See, I have to let y'all know. I have to give y'all, because some of y'all be wondering, why do you come on here with that introduction? Because people are plagiarizing my work. People want to be me. People have been stealing and ripping off and plagiarizing my work ever since 2015. I've had people on YouTube steal and plagiarize and rip off my work. I've even had people on television rip off and plagiarize my work. But again, there's only one, so I have to tell my story. And by the way, look out for my upcoming book. It's called Inventing Dark-Skinned Activism, the Rashida Strober Story. And I'm laying out the entire history of how back in 1998, I started this thing called dark-skinned activism. Then in 2009, brought it to the internet. Then in 2014, it got more widespread after I went on the Tommy Sotomayor show. And then boom, in 2015, the post that I made about Kendrick Lamar's darkism went viral. And then after that, everybody said, what the hell is a dark-skinned activist? They mock me, then they copy me. They mock me, then they copy me. And then that's when you see all these channels on YouTube and on social media after me, they copied my work. So I'm laying out the history so that people that come behind me will know the truth of how this whole entire lane of speaking on dark skin, on speaking about colorism came to the world, because I want people to know the what? Say it with me. The truth. The truth. The truth will set us free. All right. So with that introduction, because y'all know I have to come on here and tell y'all exactly what time it is. I ain't got a lot of time. I actually got to go pick up Lauren from she's in drama camp this summer. I was able to get her in drama camp, and I'm so excited about it. Every Friday they do a sharing of what they learned during the week. So this week I think they're gonna be focusing on dance. Last week it was ancient history, and this week they're gonna be focusing on dance. But the reason why I'm making this live today is because I want to talk to y'all about what I am doing. I'm so excited to prep for the 10K marathon. This is my first ever 10K marathon. And I was encouraged by a wonderful loved one of mine. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Mwah, mwah, shout out to you. I love you. That knows that I run. I've been running ever since I was in like middle school. Like I love to run. That's my thing. And in my book, How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, that's the book I used to give away for free on my website, darkskinnedactivist.com. until Black women started coming on there ripping off the work. So I stopped giving it away for free. If you want to get the book, you can go to Amazon and get the book. It's right there. But anyway, in my book, How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the first motivational book written for dark-skinned females, in that book, I share with you some of the things that the dark-skinned activist, has been doing for years to help to develop and build my self-esteem as a dark-skinned woman. Because dark-skinned activism started really when I was a little girl, trying to understand, why am I being treated? This is not something I want y'all to understand. This is not something that started with YouTube. Dark-skinned women don't watch me. They didn't even know this existed. Dark-skinned women, dark-skinned girls, they've watched me and they've mocked and copied what I was doing because I made them realize that speaking about dark skin is something to speak about. Let me give you the origin of it. The whole dark skin movement started with my story growing up as a dark skinned girl and trying to understand why I was being treated, why my lighter skinned counterparts in my family was treated a different way, treated better with more privilege than me. So that's the root of dark skin activism with Rashida Strober. I am the founder and creator of this thing. Understand that very clearly. And this is very important because when I come on here and I tell y'all about the different things that I'm doing regarding just my everyday life, this is a part of dark skin activism. This is a part of the legacy and the lane that I created on social media that no one else even cared or thought about. Like I said, a lot of Black women, even young girls, have watched me and created mock campaigns based off of what I was doing without ever giving credit. But they didn't start this. Dark skin activism started with Rashida Strober as a little girl experiencing what I call darkism. And so in my book, How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, what I did is I shared with you guys some of the things that I use in my toolbox to build and bolster my self-esteem, because I realized that nobody else was going to do this for me. I didn't have a family that was going to say, oh, this is what you need to do. Even though, shout out to my father, I will say my father, he did let me know that I was beautiful. And he's one of the main reasons why I love Black men, because my father had a great father. May he rest in peace. But, I didn't grow up with my father. I saw him periodically. So the thing that I'm trying to get across to you guys is I had to be my own dark skin activist. So I'm saying it originated. Y'all looking at these people online, they're ripping off and plagiarizing from my authentic life story, my authentic real life. Okay, this is not anything fake or conjured up by watching people on YouTube. I don't do that. This stuff is coming from Rashida Strober. My origin story, the origin story of how the entire lane of speaking about dark skin, about speaking about colorism came to the internet. It started with Rashida Strober, and it goes back to my childhood, not some conjured up story that I see a lot of y'all conjuring up stories talking about bullied for a dark skinned girl. That stuff is fake. I'm giving you the real where they're taking the blueprint from, and that's Rashida Strober. That's a fact. Do your research. So in my book, I share with you these tips that God blessed me to come up with in order to build and bolster my self-esteem. And one of the things that I've always learned to do, or love to do and learn to get better at it, is running. Running is my thing. And because of the tumultuous home life I grew up with being homeless, moving around, I never got a chance to really run track like I wanted to, but I developed a love for it when I was in middle school. And I have just been running, even at times when I was pregnant, I would still be running. I've just been running all my life. It's just something that I love to do. It's therapeutic. There's something about completing 5, 6 miles, 3, 4 miles that makes you feel powerful and makes you feel wonderful. And so I've been running, and then people, I'll be running around the track or running wherever, and periodically people will stop. There's even this one guy in St. Petersburg, shout out to him. He was like, he wanted me to box. He was like, I see you out here running all the time. Why don't you box? And I was looking at him like, me? Box? I don't know about all that. But it's like people will come up to me, periodically and ask me about the running. And I'll be so focused on running, I'm not really thinking about, oh, this is something, that I should be doing, like maybe on a professional level or whatever. I never really thought about that. I've done it just for really therapeutic reasons, because running releases a happy chemical in your brain and it makes you feel good. It makes me feel good about myself. It gives me a sense of accomplishment, a sense of discipline. Running builds up character in me as a dark-skinned woman. And I used it again to bolster my self-esteem as a dark-skinned woman, because I know that no one was going to do that for me. And by the way, real quick, I want to let everybody know that I'm doing a fundraiser, a Facebook fundraiser. You can actually, if you want to donate on Facebook, you can go and donate on Facebook. You can go to my GoFundMe and donate. You can go to my PayPal. All of the funds, of course, you are sponsoring this dark-skinned woman, the dark-skinned activist, to run her first ever marathon. So I would like to encourage everybody to make a donation. I'm going to go ahead. And also, if you live in the Atlanta area, I have all the information in terms of where I'm going to be you can actually come out and you can be a spectator and you can actually watch the race. So if you are in the Atlanta area and you want to come out and you want to cheer on the dark-skinned activists as well as all the other people that are going to be out there, I have put all the information in the description box to this video. Also, you can go on to my Facebook. I just put the link in the chat box. It's also in the description to this live, and you can make a donation. You can sponsor. You can also, once again, you can go to my PayPal if you want to make a donation, or you can go to my GoFundMe and sponsor. So sponsorship just covers the basic costs. I live in Florida. I got to travel to Atlanta. So it's going to cover the cost of me doing all of those things. So I just put all the information in there, and you guys could go ahead. You guys can go ahead and you can make a donation. I encourage everybody that's watching to go ahead and make a donation. So let me get back. So someone very special to me encouraged me to say, you need to go ahead and run in this race. And I was like, oh, me running a race? Okay, I've never done it before. So I decided a couple of months ago, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run in this race because, I mean, I'm already running anyway. Why not, get out here and run in a race like the Atlanta PeachTree Road Race? And I've never done it before. So I'm really excited about it. So what do I do to prepare? I'm gonna tell y'all what I do. It's very simple. I really don't do anything differently than what I normally do when I run. The only thing that I really changed up is the distance, okay? Because a 10K marathon is 6.2 miles, okay? 6.2 miles, okay? So what I've done is I've maintained the distance. I've told myself, look, this is what you got to do. And I'm going to say not all the time when I go out to practice and run, do I get in or run the entire 6 miles. Sometimes I'll get very tired and I'll cut it to 5 miles. And that usually only happens when it's like super hot. Okay. If I decide to go out in like the middle of the day, like right now, it's hot. It's hot. After 10 o'clock, it's super hot down here in Florida. And I'm always wearing like a hoodie. So, but in the morning times, I tend to run better and at a faster pace because it's not so hot. But the only thing, like I said, that I really changed up in my running routine is the distance, because obviously it's a 10K and I have to be able to condition my body to maintain that. But it wasn't really hard to do because I was already running like a minimum of 4 miles every time I ran. And then some days I would run up to 8 miles. So it's just a matter of consistency. So another thing that I've done is changed up, but I wouldn't really say necessarily changed it up too much because I was already doing this. I am vegan. So what I've done now is I've transitioned from cooked vegan to just mainly fruitarian vegan with some green juices in there. So I've been on my green juices and I've been on my water. Oh my God, you have got to stay hydrated. That's so important. I've been on my water. I've been on my fruit juice, and mainly the fruits, because the fruits they release more energy. You get more energy off of the fruit. That's what I find. Okay. So I've been on like a lot of fruit juices as opposed to necessarily eating the fruits. Eating the fruits is good too, but I like the fast digestion. So for example, today, when I finished running today, I had my recovery drink is what I call it. I had, what did I put in there? Blueberries, mango, lots of mango. I put more mango in there than anything. Kale and a little bit of beets. And then also a little bit of orange juice. So I had some Tropicana orange juice left over from this morning. And so that was my recovery drink. So this morning, what I had is beet juice. I had like deep red beet juice, and I pre-made this stuff because sometimes I'll come in after my run and I will get really, really lazy and I won't want to do nothing but drink whatever in the refrigerator, which is normally just water. It's like I got water and then I got drinks in there for Lauren that she drinks. But and then I also have these little smoothies. They're very convenient. The Boat House Farms, I have some of these in here at times as well. Like this is a breakfast smoothie. But to be honest with y'all, I probably drank this and then I got water. I keep I got like so much water on hand till it's not even funny. So I got like, this is the only one I have in there that looks like this, but I got like probably about, I want to say about 5 bottles of, how many ounces is this? 64 ounces of water bottles all over there. And then I got my pre-made, mainly beet chemistry. Okay, it's what I have been on to sustain and keep up my energy, and I'm telling you, it works. The only time that I falter a little bit, and I know I have to tweak it, is if I decide to run my ass in the hot sun. If I go out there after 10 o'clock like I did today, my running sometimes decreases by 1 mile, usually by 1 mile. So for example, today I did 5 miles. I ran 5 miles and walked 1 because it was so damn hot out there, and I had on a hoodie, and I was just like burning up hot, and I was like, oh my God, I don't want to fall out and dehydrate. So really and truly, the best thing to do is I get the best results when I run first thing in the morning. So like yesterday, when I ran, like I think I took off around like maybe 8:30 or something like that. Flawless. I had a flawless 6 mile run. Flawless. It was excellent. No problem. So it's, you know, when you run in the heat, you really have to stay hydrated. And even if you are hydrated, it can still be difficult. It's not easy. So what I have learned, it's best for me to run in cooler temperatures. So the Atlanta PeachTree Road Race, which is the 10K marathon that I'm going to be running on July 4th, we're going to get started at 6:30 in the morning. Yay, I'm so happy, because it's not going to be all hot, and I'm not really worried about my performance. I'm not, because I don't really do nothing differently. I don't really do. Now I probably will not wear my hoodie, but who knows? I might wear my hoodie. I don't know. I don't really like to change up what I do. I like to stay consistent because I know what works for myself. I got this pace that I go at. I've worked it out to where if I need to speed that thing up, I speed that thing up. If I need to slow that thing down, I slow that thing down. So I pretty much see, that's the thing when you're training. And, you know, you're training consistently, you learn what works for you. And another thing too, I've been doing this, but I've really kind of like perfected it. Every runner is different. Some runners will swear by eating 3-4 hours before they run. I do not. I do not eat any food before I run. I want to be empty, literally empty. I don't know what it is, but it's just a different feeling that I get. And I've ran where I've eaten like food maybe 3 or 4 hours, because they say, oh, you need to eat some da da da. Well, you do need fuel. I agree with that. But it's about how much fuel do you actually, or when do you consume that fuel? Do you need to? I don't think, for me personally, I will not have any food no more than 10-12 hours before I run. I'm just not going to do it. And if I do eat, I'm going to eat early enough in the day to allow my food to digest. So the days leading up to the run, which I have like about 6 more days, I'm just going to simply be on my fruits, my smoothies, and my juices. That's it. And if I decide that I want to chew on something, it'll probably be mango. Mango has a lot of what you need in it for a runner. Like it just an excellent fruit. I mean, really any fruit, but I love mango. So if I decide that I want to eat some food, it will be mango. It will be mango or grapes, but mainly mango. But for the majority of the time leading up to the race, it's going to be my smoothies and my juices, which will mainly be my kale, my beet. I swear by my beet juice, with my lemon in it, my water. I've been drinking a gallon of water a day, because sometimes I drink more than that. Consistently, I'm always peeing. Lord have mercy, I'm always peeing. But it works. And this stuff is very simple. And the thing about it is, I love the simplicity of it, because when Lauren is here, obviously I'm cooking for her. But when she's not here, I don't cook. All I do is drink my juice. Now, I did the other day, I had to prepare my kale, and cut my beets up, and I'm actually out of beets, so I probably will go to the store and get some beets. But I did get some organic carrots. I wish I could show it to y'all. Maybe I'll come on live and make it and show y'all how I make it. Very simple. But anyway, I did cut up my carrots, and I have to like prep the fruits and vegetables in order to juice them. But that's about the furthest extent regarding cooking that I go. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much like, and also now I know I should be stretching more. I know I should be. I know. Shame on me. And will encourage you, if you ever decide that you want to be a marathon runner, you should stretch. But I have a bad habit of not stretching like I should before I run. And some days I'm on it, and some days, but honestly, it doesn't affect my running. Like I don't get cramps. I don't get none of that. And I think for me, it's because of the fruits, the and all the nutrients that's in it and the water and all that stuff that I'm consuming, that it kind of makes my muscles and my body like limber and flexible to where I'm not feeling any burn. I don't feel no burn in my muscles at all, y'all. I swear, none. I think it's the fruit, but I'm still gonna say you should stretch. And I am gonna be doing some warm-up stretching, but that's what works for me. When I come to the park, I get out my car and I might roll my shoulders back, do some of that, shake my foot out, and I'm ready to go. Like, it's like, in my head, let's go. That's what I'm thinking. I don't want to waste time BSing around and going through the motion. We're not finna do all of that. I don't like doing all of that. I like to just go on and get started and do what I need to do. But that's just me. Okay, that works for me. You should stretch. I will say that. You should stretch. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. My sleep has been off and on. Some nights it's really good. Some days it's not. But last night I slept really good. The shoes that I'm wearing are called Brooks, and I did a lot of research. And of course, I've gone through all types of shoes as a runner, my whole life, whatever. But I do have to say, I'm wearing a pair of shoes called Brooks, and I'm going to tell you right now, these shoes, I did a lot of research on it, reading reviews, and they're not paying me to say this. I'm just telling y'all what it is. These shoes are top of the line. I've been running for a long time, and I ran in different brands of shoes. I can tell you right now, Brooks, Brooks, top of the line. I would absolutely love if a black shoe company can make a shoe that's like a marathon running shoe that's like Brooks, top of the line. I mean, when I run in those shoes, I could hit 6, 7, 8 miles, no pain in my foot. In other shoes, I was having pain. I was having knee pain. I was having foot pain. I was having to come home and soak my foot. Ain't had to do none of that. So Brooks, I want to say, man, I absolutely adore these shoes. They're wonderful. And that's pretty much what I've been doing. Like, that's my routine. Like I said, the next couple of days, I'm going to be just, I'm not going to change up much. I'm going to try to make sure that I do need to make sure I drink more of the juices, though, because sometimes I get lazy and I only want to drink like water, or I only want to, I don't want to go in there and I got to get in more of the fruit juices for the nutrients, because the fruit sugars, they give you a ton of energy. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's, the digestion, I don't have to worry about chewing on nothing. I don't have to, when you just drink it in liquid form, you're going to get the most, in my humble opinion, the most nutrition. Now, some runners, there's some fruitarian runners out there that do like way more running than me. They do like 100 miles. And obviously, if you're running like that, you got to have a lot more calories. I'm only doing a 10K. So this works for me. If I was doing more miles than that, I would probably have to definitely eat more and fuel up more. But for right now, this is working for me. So again, if you are in the Atlanta area, you come out, watch me. It's going to be a lot of people there. I'm not the only runner there. Obviously, this is my first time running with a whole lot of people. So that's going to be very interesting. That's going to be very interesting. I will not be taking off. That's not what I will do. I'm not racing with nobody else. I'm just racing with Rashida Strober. That's it. I'm not going to do nothing different than I normally do. I don't do no takeoff. I just start at my normal pace and I just go and I'm focused on finishing my race. It's so simple for me. Like, it's pretty straightforward. Like, I wish I could tell y'all all this extravagant stuff, but it's really nothing to it. I actually like being in preparation mode for this 10K because I don't have to do a lot of cooking and food prep. I actually like that. I'm actually enjoying that. Like, it's simplistic, and I'm a simplistic person. So I'm enjoying that. So once again, guys, I just want to come on and update you. It's going to be Saturday, July 4th, early in the morning. I'm going to be out there running, and I'm just very excited to do this. It's a part of my dark skin activism that I've been doing for years to bolster my self-esteem, being a vegan, being a runner, drinking my water, never doing drugs, never smoking, none of that. Anybody could do it. Anybody could do a marathon. If I could do it. And honestly, I've been doing my own little mini marathons for years without even realizing it, because a 10K marathon is 6.2 miles. That's not a lot for me. It's just not. I can do that, especially when it's not hot. Some days when it's not hot, I do 7, 8 quiet as it's kept, let me just keep going, because I still got the energy to keep going. So, but this is the first time I've actually entered a formal race where I'm actually racing. So anyway, I got to get out of here. I just want to come on here and update y'all. I got to go pick up Lauren. She got to be picked up at 3 o'clock. Today is Kumon Day. And then they got to do their final performance this week. So I definitely have to attend that. I attended all of her performances since she's been in summer camp. I won't be attending next Friday because I will be running. So that's the only one that I'll miss. But Lauren will tell you, mommy does not miss her performances. I do not miss my baby's performances. And she's a hell of a performer. She's excellent. So anyway, so once again, I'm going to encourage you guys to go to either my GoFundMe. You can make a donation there, be a sponsor. You can go to my PayPal, which is icecreamladydream@yahoo.com. Or you can go to my Facebook. There's a Facebook fundraiser that I have on there. Dark Skin Activist runs 10K marathon. You can go and donate at any of those that you like. I have put all of the links to either one of those, either in the description box or in the chat box. So I encourage everybody to go ahead and make that donation, help me make this happen. And I want to say thank you, big, huge thank you to all of the people that have already donated. I hope you are watching this. I want to say, because y'all are literally sponsoring the Dark Skin Activists, and I cannot thank you enough for your support, standing behind me. I won't let you down. I'm gonna be running making it to the finish line. I am so excited. In the morning, I'm gonna be running like every day. The only day I'm gonna take off and take a rest, I'm gonna rest Wednesday. That's it. Every day I'll be running, and every day I wake up, I just be like I guess the adrenaline of it getting closer. I just be ready. I gotta get my run. I got all this other stuff that I do, but my chief concern is to get my run in. I gotta get my run. Like, it's so exciting, the adrenaline that you get from running. It's one of the most wonderful things in the world. So anyway, it is the world's first and only dark skin activist, Rashida Strober, the creator, the inventor, the designer, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin, known as dark skin activism. That's right, Rashida Strober. Make sure you go and make that donation. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you support the dark skin activists. The first 10K marathon coming up at the Atlanta PeachTree Road Race in Atlanta, Georgia. I can't wait, y'all. I literally cannot wait. Y'all have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching.